Hello, today is the 24th of February 2011. Welcome to today's silver analysis on the Silver blog. The blog will be updated today after 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific, and most likely are between 4:15 and 4:30. And we'll go over some stuff that is happening right now. I was stating yesterday about a symmetrical triangle formation and how it really needed to clear above the level of roughly around 3360, which happens to be roughly around that line. Now, it never did break above that level. It is still holding above $33 an ounce, but I think it's safe to say that more than anything, it's really consolidating through time, and it's roughly in a range from about 34 down to about 32 and a half. That would be the current range in which silver is in, showing market indecision as well as a pullback, but not through price, but through that of time, because oftentimes these patterns generate themselves or it moves towards the path of least resistance, and in this case that would be to the upside. Now what I have done within this chart is I've manually added a few of these different movements because Monday's market wasn't traded on SLV, and I decided to manipulate my own charts, sort of like manipulating silver, if you will. I admit it. I don't think there's anything wrong with admitting it, just so it can look a little bit nicer and I can work well with the higher trend line, although I would like to manipulate it a bit more so that it hits 34, 33. So I'll do that later on. But the top is 34.33. This bottom is 32.40. So as long as we stay within these two numbers, we're going to stay within the range. And as long as we stay within this channel, then we will stay in an upward trend. Alrighty then. So the next thing before we go to the daily chart is the 5-day moving average. It's getting a little bit closer. This is going to look different than SLV because I got this little tick in here. SLV does not. But this does seem as if the bottom of this trend line would work out to approximately a decent level of support. If you want to draw this trend line in yourself, connect the lows from January 27th within these lows in here, and that should get you a trend line very similar to this one in here. And we're going to finish this off with the daily chart. We can see in here that this is the consolidation through time, sort of like the consolidation in here, and a consolidation through time in here. Now these consolidation periods can result lower, and what I want to finish off with is people and their sentiment, because when silver was getting up here, oh, were people getting excited seeing silver move to 24, 25? It was so amazing to see. Now, in here, people weren't really as excited, even though it was the exact same price. Very, very interesting to say the least. Now, in here, when the market was getting up to 28 to 29, there was a lot of excitement. This is when I was starting to feel, man, this is getting cool. And the markets were very volatile. This is when we had movements of massive, massive up and down days. Well, the down parts here. But when we came back in here, it wasn't as exciting as it was back in here. And I find that very interesting. And then we got up above 30 for the first time. Whoa, was that ever a fun ride, wasn't it? And well, you had this major correction in price, but when 2011 started, it was like, okay, we're at 30, but we were there before, so what's the big deal? And then we get up to the 31 area, which was that resistance level I was talking about. So more excitement, and well, in here, people weren't talking so much about the price of silver like they did before. For example, when silver bottomed here roughly around 26, they weren't as excited here as they were in here. So now where I'm trying to go on this is people were getting excited on the break of 31 to 34. It's going to be another time where we'll be at 34. It's like, yeah, you know what? It's not as exciting. In fact, right now it's not as exciting for silver at the 33 level compared to what it was like at the end of last week and the start of this week. So thank you for watching. Again, the blog should be updated roughly after 4 o'clock Eastern Time today. Take care.